Hi guys, today we're going to play a game. It's called Spock or Therapist. Before we go any further, make sure to click like and subscribe. That way you'll get to see more content like this. Also, to help other people find this content. You can also join my Patreon, and be links down below, and a reminder at the end of the video. For now, enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, so the rules of this game are pretty simple. I am going to read a series of quotes, largely culled from the internet, and you are going to try to guess who said it. Was it Spock or was it a therapist? Now, if you don't know who Spock is, why are you watching this channel? Seriously. But just in case, Spock is the Vulcan from Star Trek, the most famous character that came out of Star Trek, considered something of a sex icon or something like that. So I have here 10 quotes. Some of them are said by Spock, some of them by a therapist. Now, for the therapist quotes, I rewrote them to make them sound like Spock, and I'm going to say everything doing my best interpretation of Spock, just to make it as hard as possible. So with that said, let's get started. To expect sense from two mentalities of such extreme viewpoints is not logical. This is probably a good time for me to point out that because I had to pick all the questions, I already know all the answers, so we're not competing against each other. Anyway, that one was Spock. After a time, you may find that having is not so pleasing a thing after all as wanting. It is not logical, but it is often true. You guessed it, that one was also Spock. That was what he said to his soon-to-be ex-wife in Amok Time, the season 2 premiere. We cannot live as though the things we fear have already happened when, in fact, they have not. That was a therapist. Boy, did they nail that one. Change is the essential process of all existence. Of course, that one was Spock. When it becomes more painful to remain than it is to change, logic dictates that change is required. So I was a little lazy when I rewrote that, and I had to put a little logic dictates in there. Spock doesn't actually say that very much. This one was a therapist. Logic is the beginning of wisdom, not the end. That one's obviously Spock. He said that to Valeris in Star Trek 6, right after he found out that she was one of the traitors. Spoiler alert. You must be the mirror and not the sponge. That was a therapist. The idea, of course, being that you need to reflect the energy given to you rather than absorb it. Insufficient facts always invite danger. That one could go either way, couldn't it? That was Spock. You humans have that emotional need to express gratitude. That one was obviously Spock. It was a giveaway saying you humans. Never heard a therapist talk like that. That's not true. I have heard a therapist talk like that. Anyway, that's the game. We might do it again when I get some more quotes. Until then, see you next time. Thank you for watching the video. If you made it this far, you definitely need to like and subscribe. Ring the bell if you want to get notifications. And don't forget to join my Patreon. At some point, when people join my Patreon, this wall is going to be filled with names. Obviously, there aren't any right now. YouTube might be suggesting some videos here for you to watch. You could also do that. Have a nice day.